If you follow the crows, you'll find him in an unappreciated new installment in this particular franchise. Creepers 3! Where did you get those eyes? Nowhere. This is the first sequel to the cult classic Jeepers Creepers 2 in 13 years. They had just 10 years to go. Then it would have been perfect. What the fuck? The plot! Taking place after part 1 but before part 2. A small town is besieged by a monster known as the Creeper. He is a scarecrow-like creature that needs you to fix any injuries he acquires, a la he eats the part of you he needs to regenerate. It's pretty fucked up. Now the remaining police force and a team of hunters who seek revenge on the Creeper are out to stop it. Meanwhile, the secret of what it is and where it comes from is revealed to a grandmother with a tragic past, and now her granddaughter is caught in the middle of it all. The director did wrong. There. That's all I'm going to say about his past. Moving on. I really enjoyed this movie. The characters, acting, cinematography, effects, and music are all actually pretty cool. Sheriff Dan, played by Stan Shaw, looks and acts like he's seen this creature do horrible things before. And he has. His performance is solid and easily one of the best in the entire film. We even get a returning character/actor all the way from the first movie. Sergeant Davis Tubbs, played by Brandon Smith, might have gained some weight since the first movie, but his presence does give the film some major kudos. Meg Foster is creepy yet sympathetic, and she nails that performance. She can be dead serious about anything to do with the Creeper and or human life. While the Creeper is played yet again by Jonathan Brack, I feel he isn't the only thing that gives this movie its punch. The music gives it an overly impactful feel to the film, but we'll get to that in a bit. Brack does okay here. This isn't his best performance as the Creeper, but I think he did a better job than he decently did in part 2. The Creeper always had a dark sense of humor to his actions, and that does shine through here. In fact, besides some bad CGI enhancements, he looks pretty cool, and dare I say, sometimes intimidating. Even though this premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel, whoa! As awesome and scary as the Creeper looks, the film has a stellar production design that can easily top him. Everything looks shot on location besides the green screen in like 3 shots that took me by total laughter and surprise. The farmlands and wooded areas are all lit nicely, and I was shocked at how much of it actually took place during the day. It didn't deflate any horror. It actually made it more intense and even action-packed. The gore, the effects. While not the goriest of the series, I found it to be more violent than parts 2. I think Victor Salva hasn't made an extremely gory film ever in his entire career. The original Jeepers Creepers is on top of the gore level when it comes to his films, which isn't even that high up there compared to most films. We get a double impaling, a spear through the head in 2 separate scenes on 2 separate characters, bloody gunshot hits. The Creeper's battle axe is slammed into someone's head. Even though we only see it lodged in there, it's still effective. There is some more, but it sounds a lot gorier than it really is. There's very little blood. The practical effects are on the cheaper side. The Creeper, while his appearance and mannerisms are great, has this overall look that is sometimes good when he is slimy, but other times when he's dry, it doesn't hold the same effect. CGI is the film's weakness when it comes to the effects. It seriously is noticeably poor. The musical score, as I said before, solid. The movie's music has an impactful punch. It is as if you were seeing something very important, epic, or overly terrifying. Although there are some scenes where an action sequence is taking place and there's no sound for quite some time. It's awkward and kind of funny in a sense when it really shouldn't have been. Still, the rest of the music is awesome. After the huge gap between parts 2 and 3, I felt that this was just a little bit lackluster. There are still great things about it, but it could have been so much better had it a larger budget. I sincerely hope Victor Salva and the crew make a Jeepers Creepers 4, and just to go balls to the wall with action and blood. The ending hints at a continuation after the events of Part 2. Here's hoping for that, or at least a cameo by Ray Wise. Overall, I give Jeepers Creepers 3 a 2.5 out of 5. Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe.